Have you heard about UNESCO's Creative Cities Network? Creative Cities Network, CCN, by UNESCO. Okay. So, this is a project, UNESCO's Creative Cities Network, or UCCN. Okay, UCCN, UNESCO's UNESCO Creative City Network. It was initiated in 2004. Okay. So, basically this is to initiate cooperation among cities, which which recognized creativity as a major factor in their urban development, as a major factor creativity as a major factor in urban development. Okay. Now, they have identified, the UN has identified 7 areas or 7 creative fields. So, one is literature, you can imagine, another is film, then crafts and folklore, or folk art, then media arts, music, फूड भी होगा ना, हाँ क्या बोल रहा है? नहीं वो इसमें नहीं आएगा, बायोडाइवर्सिटी का दूसरा है. देन डिजाइन, देन गैस्ट्रोनॉमी, ये क्या होता है? हाँ वही खाना. Okay, some cities are famous for their food. Okay, hotels and variety of foods. So people, the moment you think of Lucknow, क्या सोचेगा? हाँ, हाँ kebab. Okay, so something like that. Na? So there are certain cities known for all this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so 7 areas, creative fields. So recently, some of the cities, especially from in Kerala, they have suggested that some of their cities should be listed under UNESCO, under these categories. Okay, so they were asking for city of literature. Okay, for literature, they have applied the Code for literature. Similarly, they have also suggested city of design for Kochi. So like this they have proposed. I mean, nothing has happened. Proposal then is kuch nahi hota hai. Okay, UNESCO will have to look into the claim and you'll have to meet certain parameters. Then only it will be provided. And till now there are 6 cities in India which are listed under this UCCN. Okay, that is number 1 is Jaipur for क्या होगा? Craft and folk art. Okay, Varanasi, city of music, creative city of music. Chennai also music, Carnatic music. Then Mumbai, film. You can guess very easily. उसके बिना हो ही नहीं सकता. Is it not? Hyderabad, gastronomy. Okay, obviously Hyderabad जाएगा बिरयानी नहीं खाएगा तो क्या खाएगा फिर तो? नहीं, there are people who उधर भी सैलड खा के आने वाला होगा, मुझे पता है. ग्रीन सैलड खिला दो सर, मैं आ जाऊंगा वापस, कोई बात नहीं. But Hyderabad is always synonymous with the food and the option, gastronomy. The latest to be added, the sixth one, that was in November 2021. What is that? One more city. That is recently happened. Now you should tell. November 2021. Any guess? No guesses. Okay, very good. Srinagar. श्रीनगर क्या होगा इसमें बताओ? लिटरेचर, फिल्म, क्राफ्ट, मीडिया, म्यूजिक, डिजाइन. कौन सा डिजाइन होगा? सो वो किस में आएगा? डिजाइन में आएगा या क्राफ्ट में आएगा? क्राफ्ट एंड फोक आर्ट. ओके, सो श्रीनगर, क्राफ्ट एंड फोक आर्ट. I don't think Calcutta has not been, I mean nomination किया होगा, but अभी तक I think Calcutta has not been there. Okay. So, according to the data, around 295 cities across the world from 90 countries, 295 cities from 90 countries have managed to got it listed under this creative cities. And normally UNESCO will review it every 4 years. Okay, UNESCO will review it every 4 years. City of literature, for example, 42 cities are listed as city of literature. And as I have already told, no Indian city in literature in any case. Okay. In fact, among the city of literature in 2004, in UK, Edinburgh was the first. Edinburgh in UK was the first city of literature, and in fact UK has 5 cities of literature. They have plenty of libraries and literary festivals and so many activities. Okay, that's the reason why they have international book festivals. Okay, lot of things. So it is quality, quantity and quantity of the educational programs. Then it also talks about drama, poetry, plays, all their interest in that. Then hosting literary events and festivals, promote domestic and foreign literature. Recently you might have heard that in one place in UK, they have named that local metro station and it was written there in Bengali also. Okay, the board, like when you come out of Hyderpur, okay, Hyderpur Badali, okay, तीन language में लिखा होगा. Like this, there they have written in Bengali also. Which is that metro station? I mean, last week only it came in the news. I saw the photo in the newspaper. Hindu में शायद photo भी आया. आप भी देखा होगा, photo देख के खुश हो गया होगा. बताओ ना कौन सा था? Which was that? नहीं याद है तो नेट में तो सर्च करके बताओ. ये तो तुम कभी भी कर सकता है. I mean, out of curiosity, nothing to do with this topic. Which was that metro station in UK which is written in Bengali also, in Bengali language? White Chapel in UK. The board is also written in Bengali. Okay, Whitechapel. See, हम लोग होता तो क्या करता, मतलब इंडियन स्टाइल में क्या होगा, हाउ डेयर यू थिंक ऑल्सो, हमारे इधर तुम्हारा इसमें लिखेगा मारो गोली मारो, फिर वो काला कलर लेके आएगा, जो भी उसके अंदर जाएगा उसको भी मुंह पे मार के देगा हम, है ना. इसी इन तमिलनाडु फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एंटी हिंदी एजिटेशन whenever it take place, they will paint all Hindi letters, words written there with black color, tar लगा देगा, नहीं है तो कुछ तो मार देगा, इंक मार देगा, कुछ तो करेंगे हम लोग. Okay, so what I am saying, our protest style is different. So these kind of cities where they respect other language, foreign literature also is very important. Okay, that is why I am saying this particular instance. UK, the countries like Europeans have many a times, they show a lot of out of the way respect to other languages, cultures, etc., which may not be the case. So existence of libraries, bookstores, cultural centers, okay, all these things are very important to declare a city as city of literature. That's what we are also trying. So there are many conditions, many checklists are there. If any particular city fulfills those minimum number of checklist, then they will be declared as a city of literature. But that is only for 4 years. After that, every 4 years there will be a review. And in that review also, if they fulfill those criteria, then only that city will be known as city of literature or anything. The UNESCO designation will continue only after that. Okay. So that is the point we should be remembering. So we are also trying now. There are many options, so we can. So that is the network and the city of literature. 6 cities I already said. Now UNESCO, since we are talking about UNESCO has certain big initiatives. Which is the most famous initiative of UNESCO? ठीक है. सबसे most famous UNESCO initiative whereby we talk about monuments, World Heritage. ऐसा बोलो ना, monuments, World Heritage sites. आंसर बताएगा तो तुम लोग सब एग्री करेगा तुरंत, मुझे पता है. Okay, UNESCO's one of the most famous initiative is World Heritage Program or World Heritage Sites. Okay, and in India also we have at least how many, 38 within India. We have 38 World Heritage Sites, including 30 cultural properties, 7 natural properties, and 1 mixed site. Okay, special cultural physical significance. Okay, for example, Taj Mahal is a World Heritage Site, or our Humayun's tomb in Delhi. I hope you have visited. How many of you have not visited after staying in Delhi for at least 1 year? Please go and visit यार. एक दिन जाओ, सुबह सुबह जाओ, मजा आएगा. Okay, metro line is there, pink line में जाओ, उतरो उसके बगल में, जरा घूम के आओ. तो आप बोले सर हमारा preliminary exam 58 days में होने वाला है. Okay, early morning जाओ. Early morning is very nice to walk around that. Very beautiful, yeah. I mean, it has been rescued by the international support and cooperation. I mean, till 10-15 years before, it was a complete ruins. It was completely in ruins. No restoration, nothing. You cannot walk into that. That was the kind of place. But now you see how beautifully they have set up. Humayun's tomb is one of the most visited place in the country actually. You should at least visit. Taj Mahal ठीक है, पैसा देके जाना पड़ेगा उधर तक, but this is in Delhi यार. I mean, those who are in Delhi at least go and see that. Like कुतुब मीनार तो देखा होगा ना? Oh yes sir, ये तो हमारा रिश्तेदार का जगह है type ना. So ये भी तो जाओ. Okay, it's more interesting. Humayun's tomb is more interesting than Qutub Minar. Okay, please see that. Anyway, so 38 World Heritage Sites are there in India, cultural as well as physical significance. Okay. So which is possible, and Delhi has one of the maximum numbers. We have so many. Red Fort is a World Heritage Site, The Qutub Minar is there, Humayun's tomb is there, so at least 2-3 are here only. Anyway, then what else as part of the UNESCO's initiative? One is this World Heritage Sites, 38 are in India only. Another big one, yaar, UNESCO. Have you heard of Man and Biosphere program? Okay, it was launched in 1971. It is to, for improvement of relationship between man and nature. Okay, for the improvement of, or the Biosphere Reserve program, Biosphere Reserves. Okay, improvement in relationship between man and nature. Improvement in relationship between man and environment, or people and environment. So, basically our protection, okay, protection of our nature, our biodiversity should not exclude human beings. That is the concept they brought in 1971 itself. Okay, UNESCO started this program. See, earlier our scheme of things, if you have to protect forest, we declare it as a reserve forest, we declare it as a habitat, then we always exclude man. But we are saying that the people living in the vicinity or within the forest are also part of this, this biodiversity protection program. Okay, that is how we started this. A sustainable development is a major theme here. And certain biosphere reserves are there, which are declared as, international. Okay, international biosphere reserves. How many are there in India? Internationally acclaimed, or rather internationally recognized biosphere reserves in India under this Man and Biosphere program. There are 12 biosphere reserves in India. But India has another list, okay, an additional list also. 18 or 19 are there. That is a different thing I am talking. This is 12 international biosphere reserves. Okay, which was the first one to be declared as a biosphere reserve in India? Nilgiris. Okay, Nilgiris were declared as the first biosphere reserve in India. Then even the only marine biosphere reserve in India. Marine biosphere reserve. मराइन है तो सी में होना चाहिए. हाँ, गल्फ ऑफ मन्नार, गल्फ ऑफ मन्नार, a marine biosphere reserve. Then Nanda Devi. Where is Nanda Devi? Nanda Devi peak, okay, Himalayas. Then Nokrek. Where is Nokrek? कहाँ पे है? ज्योग्राफी तो खत्म हो गया, ज्योग्राफी पढ़ा भी लिया, सब कुछ हो गया. नॉकरेक पीक. हाँ, मेघालय जोर से, मेघालय वाले को भी डाउट है वो उधर है कि नहीं. हाँ, इसलिए धीरे से बोल के चेक कर रहे हैं कि मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. ओके, नॉकरेक इन मेघालय. और पचमरी, हाँ, ओके, पचमरी इन मध्य प्रदेश. सिमलीपाल, हाँ, ओडिशा. ओके, सिमलीपाल. अमरकांटक, हाँ, अमरकांटक. ग्रेट निकोबार, हाँ, अंडमान निकोबार. वेरी गुड. अच्छा हुआ कि इंडोनेशिया में नहीं बोला. ओके, ग्रेट निकोबार. देन अगस्त्यमला, अगस्त्यमला. It is in Kerala near Trivandrum. Okay, Agasthyamala. So then Kanchenjunga, Sikkim. It is actually Kanchenjunga. कंचनजोंगा, DB है उसमें, मैनेज कर लेना, ओके. In fact, that is the largest area. I mean, it's almost the entire Sikkim is included in that. Then we have also added Panna, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh, UP border, Panna Biosphere Reserve. कितना हो गया? 12 हो गया ना? हाँ ठीक है. 11 ही हुआ है, तो और एक चाहिए, लेके आना पड़ेगा मुझे. हाँ, कहाँ मैं सो गया? नीलगिरीस, Sundarban, Sundarbans, yes. This is one of the earliest, okay, Sundarbans is one of the earliest biosphere reserve. The largest, what? Mangrove forest, delta, okay, Sundarbans. Right? So, man and biosphere program. Then I already said about the World Heritage. Then there is something called a Global Geopark Network. A third program of UNESCO is known as Global Geopark Network. Then we have already said, I will come to this, UNESCO's Creative City Network. Okay, we have already seen Creative Cities Network, that is part of UNESCO. And a fifth one, very famous under UNESCO, it is the Atlas of World Languages in Danger. Okay. Atlas of World Languages in Danger. So these are the 5 major programs. Now, what do you mean by this Geopark? What do you mean by Geopark? Park तो बहुत सुना है, Geopark. So basically we are talking about certain unique geological or earth formations, okay, naturally formed, okay. So this is about you can say is single unified geographical areas of international geological significance, okay. Geoparks are areas, geographical areas of international geological significance. So when UNESCO gives this global geopark, so naturally it will give an international recognition for protecting Earth's geodiversity, to protect Earth's geodiversity. Okay. For example, our Grand Canyon in US, you can say it is a geopark also. It's a World Heritage Site also, but at the same time it's a geopark also. Right now, India, we don't have no geopark, global geopark in India. There is no global geopark in India. But we are trying to get one place near Visakhapatnam. Okay, near Visakhapatnam. This is known as Era Matti Dibbalu. So you can see this is a red, coastal sand, the coastal region in Visakhapatnam. Okay, it's a tourist site also. All these photographs you can see. Basically, these are all red sand in the coastal region, and because of the erosion. Okay, because of the erosion, you can see this is how it is looking like any of these photographs. You can see this. All are similar. Okay, you can see people walking. It's like it's eroded down, not very what you call strong mountain, or rather when water flows, it erodes down, and reddish in color. Is a unique geological formation, basically because of the sand here, the soil conditions here, and when there is enough wind and rain, it has been taken away, and what is left is something like this. Okay, so it's a coastal red sediment mounds. So what do you call this? Ira Matti Dibalu is coastal red sediment mounds, small mountains near Visakhapatnam. Okay, so somewhere between 200 meters width to 2 kilometers width near the sea coast. So almost 4-5 kilometers in length. Some place up to 2 kilometers width, some place only 200 meters width, 4-5 kilometers in length near Visakhapatnam. Similarly, in this region, now in fact what we were trying to do was that this INTACH, INTACH. What is INTACH? Indian National Trust for Arts and Cultural Heritage. They are taking efforts to declare this region as a Geopark. Okay, so they are trying to club this Era Matti Dibalu. Also, certain nearby there are certain caves called Bora caves, Borra. These caves are famous for the stalactites and stalagmites. What are stalactites and stalagmites? Yeah, structures formed inside the cave, or rather inside a cave, underground cave, because of the the deposition of calcium carbonate. Okay, dripping down, and in the ground also when it falls, something these the shivling and all which we talk about. So all these things which are created naturally because of the calcium carbonate, deposition. So there are certain caves nearby. Okay, some again near Visakhapatnam there are some volcanic ash deposits, ancient volcanic ash deposits. As you know, India travelled from southern hemisphere to reach. On its way, we received some volcanic ash also. So that is also near Visakhapatnam. So all these things put together, this Bora caves, this red sand dunes, as well as volcanic ash deposits which are found near Visakhapatnam, all these three we would like to club together and claim as a Geopark, global Geopark. According to the latest estimate, there are around 161 UNESCO geoparks in the world. Okay, 161 UNESCO global geoparks, which is spread across 44 countries. But India, I told you, there is none. Okay, no site in India. We are trying this Visakhapatnam one. We could not get it till now. Then, as I was mentioning, this Atlas of World Languages in Danger, that is also prepared and managed by the UNESCO. How many languages are there in India? Approximately? More than 400 languages which are spoken in India. Okay. Out of that, around 121 are spoken by at least 10,000 people. In fact, since 1971 census, we are not counting the other languages which are not spoken up to, if it is less than 10,000, we are not even counting. हमें पता भी नहीं है. Okay, since 1971 census, we are not counting those languages which are not spoken by at least 10,000 people. So, all those languages are in danger according to UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO says those languages which are not counted, which is spoken by less than 10,000 people, should be treated as languages in danger. So, we have 8th scheduled languages. How many are there? 22 8th scheduled languages are there. And this 22 includes all this 121, at least 10,000 people who are speaking. So, how many? So, we have at least 99 languages which are not in the, which is not given any official recognition, which is not in the list of the constitution, but it is spoken by at least 10,000 people. So, kam nahi hai, 99 plus 22 is 121, right? 99, but there is a general decline in most of these languages, it seems. Okay, according to the data available, there is a decline in most of these 99 languages which are spoken by less or just about 10,000 people, but not sufficient enough to grow and all. These languages are not growing. And just one more point, 21st February is celebrated as what? International Mother Tongue Day. Okay, Mother Language Day, International International Mother Language Day. See, according to global estimates, India has 400 languages. Globally, it is said that approximately 6,000 languages are there which are spoken by one or other people. Okay, and out of that, around 3,000, half of them are in danger, it seems. According to them, by the end of this 21st century, by 2100, अब हम लोग 21st century में है ना, by 2100, at least 3,000, I mean half of them will disappear, around 3,000 will disappear. These languages will not be there, okay, it will completely disappear. And according to the UNESCO's list, the languages in danger, India has 197 languages. Languages in danger. India has 197 languages in endangered or endangered, vulnerable, extinct, all. Okay. And So, out of this 197 languages which are in trouble according to UNESCO list, even though we say we are around 400 languages, but at least 197 they are saying UNESCO list mein hai. And according to them, at least 60% of these 197 are either from Northeast India, okay, either from Northeast India or from Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, according to the UNESCO's list, 197 languages from India are endangered or in danger, but 60% are from Northeast or from Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay. See, some of these languages, which are in danger. For example, in Maharashtra, like language Wadari. Okay, I am sure most of us might not have heard about these names. This is a language, Wadari language, Kolhati, 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 Gola, Gisari, ठीक है, these are all in Maharashtra. So in Assam, a couple of, just for your understanding, in Assam, Moran, Tangsa, Aitan, so anyway, I am not asking you to remember all these things because iska koi ant nahi hai, because 197 languages are there like this, but just for your information, sometimes when you write some answers and all, if you can add this, it will have some value, that is why I am telling you. And another interesting thing is, or it is not that interesting, there is a language called Bo in Andaman Nicobar, which disappeared in 2010. Okay, this language, no more, no one speaks this language. Till 2010 some people were there, but now nobody claims that they are speaking this. Okay, that is Bo language in Andaman Island. Then Majhi, Majhi in Sikkim, it disappeared in 2015. So if we say a language has died, what will happen here? Language mar gaya. Uska matlab? Nobody is speaking, yeah, I mean, no active conversation is going on. Okay, people might have migrated to some other place and then they are not speaking that same language. It's not that people died, they might have migrated or they started using some other language as their day-to-day, activity. Okay, so their traditional livelihood pattern might have changed, right? So all those, but there could be some special skills also, that also might have finally gone. So basically, when a language die means, you can safely say that that is the end of that culture died. Because I always tell this, language is the biggest manifestation of the culture, okay? Because the moment you open your mouth, आधा character तो उधर ही समझ में आ जाएगा, you need not even tell, पहुँचते ही समझ में आता है. So these days, when we take so many interviews, when अभी interview training चल रहा है हमारा, आके सामने बैठते ही आधा character तो without telling much, the moment you open, the moment you, the way you speak, the way you, interact, many things we can make out. So same thing for you also. So that is what exactly we are talking here. Language is very important. Knowledge of language. Then many a times, these days, new generation, you are not very interested in your own mother tongue also. That appetite for learning new languages are missing for many people. You may feel it as a burden in the school syllabus, NCERT. Ask any child, oh Hindi खत्म हो गया, as if बहुत बड़ा burden बोझ लेके घूम रहा था. Or the third language, when it is over at 8th standard level, you are so happy, अरे ये खत्म हो गया. Then finally in 10th Hindi also gets over. So we are so safe and happy. 11th, 12th में वो भी नहीं है. No, so this kind of mindset, that's a common mindset. आप देखो ना, you go to any city school, children are very happily getting very good marks in English paper. See, if you can learn one language, you can easily learn the other language also. After all, English was not your mother tongue. And if you are scoring very high marks in English, and if your Hindi marks are very poor, that is only because of our attitude. You cannot say, oh, Hindi ma'am ठीक नहीं था. ये तो हमारा common है ना version है ना. Even my children also say the same thing. That's why I'm telling you. जैसे पूछे, oh एकदम वो teacher ठीक नहीं है, ये है वो है. But the actual reason is we are not. हमारे अंदर problem है. We don't want to learn. That is why this problem is coming. Okay. Even after having it as a mother tongue. Now, if I ask you to even count 1 to 100 in Hindi from the Hindi speaking belt, many of you will not be able to count. I can vouch and tell. अब संस्कृत तो भूल जाए यार, अब तो तुम कुछ मत बोलो, हिंदी बोलो ना. Your mother tongue, you please count 1 to 100 properly without any doubt. Many of you cannot do. If I say, you will नहीं सर आप ऐसे कैसे बोलते, हमारी इज्जत की सवाल है, सब बोलेगा, but नहीं हो रहे. Okay, I can count. That is not because of any interest, additional interest, because in my time there was no TV, so we had only radio. Cricket commentary सुनना था, आधा हिंदी में होता था, so we had to जब बोले इतना score हो गया, we had to know. So इधर उधर देख के समझाता अच्छा ऐसे होगा. Okay, so somehow, so what I'm saying, if you take interest, you will count, you will be able to understand. The problem is lack of interest in languages. Okay, so UNESCO designate the world language in danger. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We have a program called what? International, okay, भूल गया. Yeah, Atlas. Yeah, कहाँ गया वो? ऊपर लिखा था ना? Yeah, Atlas of World Languages in Danger. That is by UNESCO. Okay.
So, why there is a need to save a particular culture when we always consider that culture is an evolutionary thing, and with time it evolves. It's not like we need to preserve, but we need to understand that there are changes coming in that same culture.
And it's okay. See, that is a some sort of a chicken and egg problem, na? In the sense, we say there are two things. We Indian national integration. What are we saying? We say we want to protect all culture, and we say unity in diversity. What is the need? Let us have one culture. एक राष्ट्र श्रेष्ठ राष्ट्र क्या है था तो मैं भूल गया. हाँ, everything is one nation, one ration card, सब कुछ एक. Okay, no division, everything should be same. अब क्यों नहीं, हम हिंदू है, हम हिंदी है. What is the need for other language there? सबको हिंदी पढ़ाओ. Same logic here. Okay, see, what we are saying is, with every culture, okay, in every culture there are certain unique things, unique capabilities, which if we don't preserve, or if we try to protect, or if we try to pass on to the next generation, if we are not trying, it is lost forever. So many ideas, knowledge, folklore, okay, these things are unique to that particular culture, and that those knowledge is also unique to that. And if that language and culture goes, that knowledge also has gone. See, in our, especially in villages, so many local ideas about even certain plants, the benefits of unique things, okay, the tribal folklore, so many things, so many new information which we are not documented till now. See, in fact, according to the scientific community, we have not documented even 10% of the know-hows of the tribal population in Brazil regarding the benefits of various flora and fauna. Okay, the Brazilian forests, the medicines and all which they consume for curing diseases, not even 10% is documented. Now imagine this community, their culture and their language is lost if they are assimilated into the mainstream without any scientific mechanism. What will happen? Whatever they knew also, it will also die down. So that is why we are talking about protecting of these languages and all, which is very important. In India, we have a program for protection of these languages, which we call it as the protection and preservation of endangered languages of India, Government of India scheme, protection and preservation of endangered languages of India. Okay, and it was started in 2013, and these languages are also monitored and studied and looked by the Central Institute of Indian Languages. There is a Central Institute of Indian Languages, CIIL. Where is that? Central Institute of Indian Languages. It is in Mysore. In Karnataka. So anyway, this is also a UNESCO program. Please don't forget, because since we are talking about UNESCO, if you look at the previous year questions, there are a lot of questions related to UNESCO, very regularly asked. So be careful. So this can be another one.